As PC enthusiasts, we're always worried about price increases and prices going up, because we always want all this really cool tech to be super cheap for everybody to use. Unfortunately, news today is that this isn't going to be the case moving into Q1.
What's your minimum specification?
ASUS longtime employee Juan Jose Guerrero III has recently posted in the ASUS PC DIY Facebook group that the company is set to increase prices on graphics cards and motherboards. The MSRP, which is what the manufacturer suggests the retail prices should be, are set to increase at the start of Q1 for graphics cards and motherboards right now. Other products maybe in the future, and ASUS is putting this down to just the increased complexity of dealing with supply chains and tariffs in our times. Now, a company like ASUS is large. They deal in millions and millions of units of both graphics cards and motherboards. They used to be selling upwards of 20 million motherboards a year, and presumably a good amount of graphics cards along that scale as well. Now, when you're a company that size, you can deal with economies of scale to drive down costs. But if a company like ASUS is officially announcing that they're having to increase prices, no doubt that other companies that are smaller down the chain are feeling these effects as well. They just haven't been necessarily public about it. Now, these companies, they have to deal with buying the components in, sort of power regulators, PCBs, then they've got to put it together, then you've got supply chain issues, bringing it out to distributors, and you've got import tariffs. And it seems that we're at a point where the global situation, both due to illness and political, has got to a point where ASUS has had to increase its pricing in order to match the corporate expectations of actually selling their product and being able to do business. The exact quote from Juan Jose Guerrero III is as follows. Update regarding MSRP pricing for ASUS components in 2021. This update applies to graphics cards and motherboards, asterisks. Additional models may see an increase as we move further into Q1. We have an announcement in regards to MSRP price changes that are effective in early 2021 for our award-winning series of graphics cards and motherboards. Our new MSRP reflects increases in cost for components, operating costs, and logistical activities, plus a continuation of import tariffs. We worked closely with our supply and logistic partners to minimize these price increases. ASUS greatly appreciates your continued business and support as we navigate through this time of unprecedented market change. Now, what exactly will this mean? Does that mean that the $300 motherboard now is $305? Does that mean the $900 graphics card is now $920? We don't know. If we get an exact price change, then I'll add it to the links below. But this could be anything on the scale of 1 to 2%, up to maybe 10%. Unprecedented times is a phrase often used, and going into 2021, we're going to see a lot of 2020 continuing until vaccines start rolling out, I think, and political situations maybe temper a bit. But we'll see, and we'll see if any other companies feel the need to make this sort of statement. This wasn't an official statement through regular press release. This was just a Facebook post to the official ASUS Facebook group. But nonetheless, it's still good information to have, and thank you to ASUS for actually telling us rather than it just being something hidden in the background. Thank you all for watching some TechTechPotato news. Thanks to all the Patreon subscribers. If you want to get involved in Patreon, there's a link in the description below. More of this fun stuff to come, sure. CES over the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be peppering you with more news than you can handle, hopefully.
What's your minimum specification?